The bacteria that are spherical in shape are called, options are A. Bacilli, B. Spirilla, C. Cocci, D. Vibrios. The answer is C. Cocci. Cocci are round spherical bacteria, whereas bacilli are rod-shaped, spirilla are spiral, vibrio are comma-shaped bacteria. Which immunoglobulin is first produced in response to infection? Options are A. IgA, B. IgE, C. IgG, D. IgM. The answer is D. IgM. IgM is the first antibody produced in response to an infection. It is a marker of acute or recent infection. The other immunoglobulins are responsible for different function as in the picture. Which type of immunity is provided by vaccines? Options are A. Passive natural, B. Passive artificial, C. Active natural, D. Active artificial. The answer is D. Active artificial. Vaccines stimulate the immune system to develop immunity artificially. Whereas if a person gets the infection and their immunity against the particular disease is active natural. Whereas passive immunity also we can have natural and artificial, as you can see in the picture. Which bacteria is responsible for causing tetanus? Options are A. Clostridium perfringens, B. Clostridium tetani, C. Clostridium botulinum, D. Bacillus anthracis. The answer is B. Clostridium tetani. Clostridium tetani produces a neurotoxin that leads to muscle rigidity and spasm. As you can see in the picture, a typical feature is rhizus sardonicus and opisthotonous posture. Which of the following is a DNA virus? Options are A. Hepatitis A virus, B. HIV, C. Herpes simplex virus, D. Influenza virus. The answer is C. Herpes simplex virus. Herpes virus are double-stranded DNA viruses. The others listed are RNA viruses. The causative agent of tuberculosis is, options are A. Mycobacterium leprae, B. Mycobacterium tuberculosis, C. Mycobacterium avium, D. Mycobacterium cancer. The answer is B. Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Mycobacterium tuberculosis is the bacteria that causes TB, a major respiratory infection. It primarily affects the lungs but can spread to other organs as well. The gram staining technique was developed by, options are A. Robert Koch, B. Louis Pasteur, C. Christian Gram, D. Alexander Fleming. The answer is C. Christian Gram. Christian Gram developed the gram stain in 1884. It differentiates bacteria into gram positive and gram negative based on the cell wall properties. The instrument used to sterilize culture media in laboratories is, options are A. Incubator, B. Autoclave, C. Hot air oven, D. Water bath. The answer is B. Autoclave. Koch postulates are used to, options are A. Classify bacteria, B. Identify bacterial morphology, C. Establish a causative link between a microbe and a disease, D. Culture viruses. The answer is C. Establish a causative link between a microbe and a disease. Koch postulate help to prove that a specific organism causes a specific disease. HIV primarily attacks which cells? Options are A. B cells, B. Red blood cells, C. T helper cells or CD4 cells, D. Platelets. The answer is C. T helper cells or CD4 cells. HIV infects and destroys CD4 T helper cells, weakening the immune system. The common method used for identification of microorganism is options are A. Spectrophotometry, B. PCR, C. Colorimetry, D. Micrometry. The answer is B. PCR. The polymerase chain reaction PCR is a molecular technique used to detect and identify microbial DNA. The most common route of transmission of hepatitis B virus is options are A. Oral, B. Fecal-oral route, C. Sexual and blood contact, D. Airborne. The answer is C. Sexual and blood contact. Hepatitis B is transmitted through blood, sexual contact, and perinatally from mother to child. Which stain is used for acid-fast bacilli? Options are A. Gram stain, B. Gemsa stain, C. Ziehl-Neelsen stain, D. India ink. The answer is C. C. Nelson stain. This stain is used to identify acid-fast bacteria like Mycobacterium tuberculosis. The most heat-resistant pathogen is options are A. HIV, B. Hepatitis A virus, C. Bacterial spores, D. Fungi. The answer is C. Bacteria spores. Bacterial spores, especially Bacillus and Clostridium, are highly resistant to heat and disinfectants. Which organism causes syphilis? Options are A. Neisseria gonorrhea, B. Chlamydia trachomatis, C. Treponema pallidum, D. Mycoplasma genitalium. The answer is C. Treponema pallidum. Treponema pallidum is a spirochete responsible for syphilis. The vector for malaria is options are A. Aedes mosquito, B. Anopheles mosquito, C. Culex mosquito, D. Sesefly. The answer is B. Anopheles mosquito. The female Anopheles mosquito transmits the Plasmodium parasite causing malaria. Which part of the bacterial cell determines its gram staining property? Options are A. Capsule, B. Flagella, C. Cell membrane, D. Cell wall. The answer is D. Cell wall. The structure and composition of the cell wall, which is a peptidoglycan, it determines the gram positive or gram negative. Who discovered penicillin? Options are A. Robert Koch, B. Joseph Lister, C. Alexander Fleming, D. Louis Pasteur. The answer is C. Alexander Fleming. Fleming discovered penicillin in 1928, the first widely used antibiotic. Which of the following is not a vector-borne disease? Options are A. Malaria, B. Dengue, C. Typhoid, D. Chikungunya. The answer is C. Typhoid. Typhoid is transmitted via contaminated food or water, not by vectors. What is the shape of Vibrio cholerae? Options are A. Rod, B. Spiral, C. Coma shaped, D. Spherical. The answer is C. Coma shaped. Vibrio cholerae, the cholera causing organism, has a characteristic of coma shape. Which bacteria commonly causes urinary tract infections? A. Streptococcus pyogenes, B. Escherichia coli, C. Klebsiella pneumonia, D. Pseudomonas aeruginosa. The answer is B. Escherichia coli. E. coli is the most frequent cause of UTI, especially in females. Which virus is responsible for causing AIDS? Options are A. HIV, B. HBV, C. HIV, D. HPV. The answer is C. HIV. HIV, that is human immunodeficiency virus, causes AIDS by destroying CD4 T cells. Bacteria that grow only in the absence of oxygen are called. Options are A. Aerobes, B. Anaerobes, C. Facultative aerobes, D. Microaerophiles. The answer is anaerobes. Anaerobes grow without oxygen. Exposure to oxygen can be lethal for them. Prions cause which of the following disease? Options are A. Tetanus, B. Rabies, C. Mad cow disease, D. Mumps. The answer is C. Mad cow disease. Prions are infectious proteins that causes neurodegenerative disease like bovine spongiosum encephalopathy, that is BSE. The bacteria that can survive in extreme conditions like hot springs are called. Options are A. Mesophiles, B. Psychrophiles, C. Thermophiles, D. Acidophils. The answer is C. Thermophiles. Thermophiles thrive at high temperature, often above 45 degrees Celsius. Which of the following bacteria is gram-positive and arranged in clusters? Options are A. Streptococcus pneumonia, B. Escherichia coli, C. Staphylococcus aureus, D. Mycobacterium tuberculosis. The answer is C. Staphylococcus aureus. Staphylococcus aureus is a gram-positive cocci that appears in grape-like clusters under the microscope. Which of the following is a spore-forming bacterium? The options are A. Clostridium tetani, B. Neisseria gonorrhoeae, C. Treponema pallidum, D. Salmonella typhi. The answer is A. Clostridium tetani, which is an anaerobic spore-forming bacterium responsible for tetanus. What is the most common cause of hospital-acquired infections? Options are A. Klebsiella pneumonia, B. Pseudomonas aeruginosa, C. Escherichia coli, D. Staphylococcus aureus. The answer is D. Staphylococcus aureus. Especially MRSA is a common pathogen in nosocomial infections. Which of the following viruses causes chickenpox? Options are A. Epstein-Barr virus, B. Human papilloma virus, C. Varicella zoster virus, D. Cytomegalovirus. The answer is C. Varicella zoster virus causes chickenpox, which is a primary infection, but when it gets reactivated, the condition is known as shingles. Hi. If you find the video useful, please like, share the video with your nursing friends, and subscribe the channel Nursing Exam Insights, your ultimate resource for all nursing exams. Thanks for watching.